I've spent about 5 minutes staring at a blank page wondering how to begin this review. How can Wanted Dead be best described? Weird feels like an understatement. Defies explanation would be a cop-out. Unhinged is only partially correct. Then it came to me. The spiritual successor to Devil's Third. Now before all you smartasses rush to the comments to inform me that Wanted Dead was made by the same people, let me be clear that I didn't know that until I googled it after writing my statement. And neither did you. There's absolutely no way you'd know that off the top of your head because who actually remembers Devil's Third? Long story short, it was a hack and slash shooter hybrid that reviewed poorly, sold even worse, and came and went like a fart in a wind tunnel. Conversely, Wanted Dead is a hack and slash shooter hybrid that reviewed poorly, sold even worse, but managed to accrue a decent cult following. You can thank Jacob Geller for that. And now having played it, I can definitely see why. Enemy troops! I think I may love Wanted Dead. Not because it's secretly a masterpiece or even because it's so bad it's good. I love it because it defies the very idea of good and bad. To quote Roger Ebert in his Pink Flamingos review, I am not giving a star rating to Pink Flamingos because stars seem simply not to apply. Anyway, the premise. In the distant future of 2022, you play as Hannah Stone, ex-military, ex-convict, who's now working with the Hong Kong police. She is in charge of Zombie Squad, so named because the unit is comprised of ex-convicts. Put simply, it's Section 9 by way of Suicide Squad. Her memories prior to working with the Hong Kong police are a blur, save for a few flashbacks here and there. Now Hannah must uncover her past while also piecing together what exactly is causing the androids to revolt. Now, some reviews have called Wanted Dead's story inscrutable, and I disagree. The story itself is pretty straightforward. It's just presented in the most nonsensical way possible. The characters barely speak above a whisper, often go on tangents in the middle of conversations, and the tone swings back and forth like a metronome. One moment, Hannah is comforting a kid whose parents were killed in front of him. The next, Hannah and Stephanie Youston are singing 99 Luft Balloons.
Shut the hell up, all of you!
The prevailing thought I had while playing Wanted Dead was that I felt like it was written and directed by two different people. Okay, this is where I'll put up the spoiler sign. You know the drill, avert your eyes and cover your ears.
Hello? Don't hang up. You hear me?
So Hannah's memories are fully revealed over the course of the game, and they paint a pretty bleak picture. Her real name is Emma Lothner. She had a kid when she was in her teens, and that kid was taken away from her. Desperate for money, she signed up for an experimental program in order to provide for her kid, who's now sick and lives at an orphanage. The idea is that her brain would be uploaded to an android body working a white-collar job, and she would be put to sleep for about a year. Instead, her memories were wiped, and she was given a new name and body, and that's how she ended up with Zombie Squad. So on the one hand, we have a somewhat provocative story about identity, bodily autonomy, teen pregnancy, you know, all these big, weighty topics. And on the other hand, we have standalone complex if it were written by dummies.
Dad, I woke up the morning after, and suddenly I have 4 balls. His dad goes, "Get out of there, son, you're being fucked."
There's an audible clunk whenever the game switches from dramatic to comedic, and that is, strangely enough, what makes it compelling, mesmerizing even. This is what I mean when I say it defies good and bad.
Fuck you looking at? I'm as surprised as you are.
The gameplay adheres to a similar philosophy, but admittedly, this is where the game becomes harder to defend. Truth be told, the most enjoyable parts of Wanted Dead's gameplay are the mini-games, which include a claw machine, an arcade game, karaoke, and ramen karaoke. But anyway, as mentioned earlier, Wanted Dead combines third-person shooting with hack-and-slash gameplay, and it sorta works. Kinda. Okay, not really. The melee is clunky and simplistic, and the absence of a lock-on just makes it feel messy and imprecise. The gunplay isn't much better. The aiming is sluggish, even after adjusting the sensitivity, and the auto-aim is overly aggressive. Without it, though, you'll struggle to hit even a stationary target. Just play with a keyboard and mouse then. I tried that and it sucked ass. Like it or not, you really do need a controller for this game. But even when you're playing it optimally, it still feels off. I'm sorry, Wanted Dead, but stylish pre-animated takedowns can't hide how rough your combat is. It also doesn't help that the checkpoints are few and far between. You'll claw your way through several hard fights in a row, only to die and have to do them all over again. Now there is one good feature here, and that is the ability to counter an unblockable attack with your pistol. I've grown to hate unblockable attacks in games, specifically when the boss or whatever turns red and takes no damage as it's winding up a heavy attack. So thanks for addressing this mechanic that I specifically hate. But where does that leave us with Wanted Dead, then? We've established that the story is messy and the gameplay isn't good. Bad story plus bad gameplay usually equals thumbs down. But I won't use that equation here. Yeah, fuck you, I'm recommending Wanted Dead. Go buy it. Full price or on sale, I don't care. Make this game trend on social media. Hashtag Wanted Dead sweep. I want a sequel. Look, it's unique and interesting to talk about, and that's more than you can say about most games these days. At least it's not another poorly disguised Skinner box. Oh, don't worry, you're next.
1 star, whatever.
Or 5 maybe.
Or 5, I don't know.